Welcome to Heat in the Garage. On this episode, we're going to work on the Mustang. Gonna look at my pretty dog. Tony, what are you doing? Maybe we'll get to drive it. Hadn't planned on making a part 2, but since it's not fixed and like ready to drive to work every day, I guess we're making a part 2. My last episode, I was at a standstill because I didn't have the right socket to get the wheel off because it's this goofy spline drive thing. So I picked one of them up. I really wanted to figure out a way to get them off without it, but then I'd have to replace all the lug nuts. You know, like there's ways of doing it, but it really wasn't any work for me to go pick up the right socket, and I guess that's the right way to do it. And I bought 2, so I can keep one in the car and one in my toolbox. By bought, I mean my wife gave them to me, so that's better, actually. Yeah, that's mostly the reason why. It was free for me to just get the right tool, so kind of went that way. Let's get this wheel bearing out. Wait, no, socket's in my hand. Where's the gun? Lose it? Oh, there it is. It's okay, doggos. I'm just gonna be a little noisy, that's all. It's okay. Everything's fine. Is it this size? No. No. Yeah. Whoops. Where did that go? How did it just disappear? Alright, let's try this out. Oh boy, somebody is not getting around when they put this camper on. Yeah, that's the off way. Huh. That's not the first problem I expected to have. Do I have to heat this? If I lay that way, and I could boot that. Here we go. Big boot. Did that work? I don't know if it worked or not. Try it again. Didn't feel like it worked. Feels more like I just sort of kicked it off. More push, less boot. There's always a different option. How about this? Something let go. It doesn't feel like it was the bolt that let go. Wow, this is just the worst. I did not expect this to be the trouble spot. We have reconfigured. We've got it on big jack stands, both sides up, so I could turn the wheel, pull the brake caliper out of the way so I can get in there with the torch, because we were pretty well rounding this off, and that's not what we want to do. Maybe I shouldn't do this on top of foam. How about there? This is too slow. More gas. Is that gonna be enough? Did I lose the socket already? Yeah. Where'd you go? I'm gonna have to warm it back up by the time I find my socket. Oh, it's in my pocket. Off you go. No, not that way. Alright, more hot. More hot. I guess the guy could be using a bigger torch tip for this job. That would probably improve things dramatically. Something happened. Whoo! I think we won. Now we make the other one hot. Whoops, careful. Yeah. I should really wear gloves for this. Are you guys wanting outside? Not into this? Alright. How's the snow today, Elvis? Is it as good a snow as yesterday? Tony, what are you doing? Doing a tune? You're a good doggo? Oh, you a good girl? Okay, caliper adapter's off. This is stock. Rotor does not come off the hub. So we're just gonna take the whole hub off because we have to anyways. Hopefully we can knock it through that way. Oh boy, somebody really, they meant it. They tighten things up. Oh my goodness. I'm just gonna carefully observe here. See if this looks the same. Does it fit? Yeah, it feels like it's going to, but it's going to be on there when done. Right, now we just gotta knock the bearing or knock the rotor free from steel. To do that, I'm just gonna set this here. Because there's curve in the floor, I can really wail on that. Yeah, easy. That's why the floor is curved like that, is for Jobs like this. Nice and gentle. Don't knock the bearing apart. See how this is gonna go. It's nice and clean. Why isn't it just sliding on there? The other one fell off basically. There she goes. I wouldn't normally care or bother, but they did give us a new nut, so we'll use it. Is it the same size? Wheel bearing torque, or at least some form of adjustment, is important. The torque on this is, well, I didn't find any two numbers that said the same, so I kind of just averaged them all. We're around 220 foot-pounds. Yeah! Really rusty in there. We should clean that. Yep, clean. Now, where's our, yeah, this guy. This guy goes on there. This in. Do I have any Loctite? Probably not. So we're just gonna snug it up as tight as we dare. Now, this guy goes here. This guy goes here. That was nice. This slides on here. Slide this guy all over. This moves. Everything's good. Put this guy on. Whatever it happens to want to start. Find our socket that we almost broke. Tighten him up. Oh, we should put this little Capadoo on here. On you go! We got a new wheel bearing. Yeah. Okay, where's the old tire going now? Where'd our lug nuts go? Make sure the wheel's on before you tighten the nut. Up we go. Gotta get the jacks out. Up you go. There it is now. Okay, down you go. Oh, that was faster than I anticipated. I maybe showed you this already, but do you see? You see how this just goes everywhere? You can pull it right out too. And believe it or not, that tends to leak a bit. We need to do something about that. Are we going to be able to figure out how to get this back in? No. It's too late now. Hopefully I can get it back in there without having to lift it all the way back up. Ew. Oh, mud. That's not good. We need to straighten this out because this is not the way this is supposed to be. Maybe it is. I wish I knew what it was supposed to look like. I think we'll have to do that when it's in place. Meanwhile, we want to get some silicone on this. Can we even see where it goes? I can see it right there. Okay, let's get the spark plug wire out of the way. My history of spark plug wires has not been that successful either. This plug feels loose. Spark plug's loose. That's neat. So is this one. They're falling out. Why are all the spark plugs loose? That's weird. It's so loose I can pull it out with my hand. Like finger tight we're talking. Not even. Okay, I guess we're doing that too. First we're going to get the dipstick tooth on though. So we're going to use red because it's the wrong kind, but I have it. Knowing approximately where it goes. I'll go through here. Name very carefully. Yep, got her. Even on the first try I got her. But what on earth is this supposed to attach to? Like, why is it in such a weird angle? Can't be over there. Can't be over there. It's not long enough to go to the headers, and it's nowhere near the valve covers. What if this were the wrong car? Tell you one thing, zip ties won't care. There, see? It is nicely secured to the air conditioning line. That'll be good. It's siliconed in. Now let's fix all the spark plug issues. Well, I gotta get that out of there. Whoops. Oh no, this is impossible. Why did I buy such a low car? Oh, I can't reach it. Maybe from the side? How about down here? Can I reach it? How about here? Oh, good. Now I need the spark plug back. Okay. Yay, headers. This extension and my socket did not get along. Why do I have all the weird problems today? Why is there sparks there? Was I touching the battery at the same time? Did somebody maybe install them hand tight and then just forget to tighten them up? That's way loose. Like it's ready to fall out. That's like 3-4 circles out. It's still going. How was it that loose? Is it going to suddenly have 1,000 more horsepower? Maybe not 1,000. Yeah, loosey-goosey. Well, should we check the other side, I guess? That one was tight too. Alright, I think they must have just hand-threaded those in. And then they were loose. That's alright. That's easy mistake to make. No harm, no foul. Okay, that's better. No. I do believe it is officially time to take this thing for a drive. Got a new wheel bearing, alternators fixed, all the things that it came in here for anyways. I did mean do an oil change, but that seems like a future problem. tell you one thing. It's not a bad driving car. It's pretty good. We're happy with that. Now that the guys had a chance to drive it to work a few times and do some utilitarian tasks and, you know, abuse it a little bit, I guess we should, you know, do the oil change. Just show it a little love. So we're gonna take care of that today. This is a mass airflow sensor made elsewhere, and it was the cheapest one I could get. I was about to try and fumble my way through explaining it, but I don't really know. They do stuff. Measure air, temperature, volume, speed. That's the one. Anyways, we're gonna take the old one out and put this one in. Old tamper-proof Torx is not that friendly, particularly this one. Problem is they're tamper-proof and someone has tampered with them already. That's aluminum. Just stainless steel screws. That was totally pointless. Out with the old. I don't know if there's anything worth noting. It's bent. That problem? I don't know. It's not new anymore. It still has a Ford number on it. We're not throwing it away yet. They put the drain plug way back there. Oil filled way up here. Guess you gotta do one thing at a time around here. Oh, I got all my keys and a good coat on them. Better take that off. Boy, it's got a power steering light. Yeah, that figures. I got 3 sizes and not one of them's right. Maybe I'm looking at it wrong. Maybe I just narrowed down what size it could be. There we go. We found it. For anyone wondering, it's a 16 mil. Oh, this is loose. I wonder if it's leaking. Good news is it's nice and hot. Get all of it out. All at once. Smells like gasoline. Where's my rag? Here's a rag. In the perfect world, I guess a guy had probably replaced the little plastic gasket on this. Since I live in the real world, I don't have that. So I'll put a little pipe dope on it, smear the excess anywhere. All are good. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. There's a drain plug up here too. Now I have to go get a wrench. There's a socket. A front drain plug. And then there's a back drain plug. Also, I noticed something. I have a Flowmaster on one side and a MagnaFlow on the other. And it sounds kind of neat that way, I think. Now we undo the front oil pan drain. Because of course there's 2. Everything should have 2. It's got dual exhaust. Why shouldn't it have dual oil drain plugs? Right? Okay, now we do the oil filter. Will it go by hand? Nope, it won't. That doesn't hurt my feelings. If you ever had an oil filter rattle loose, which actually I don't know if I have, but I know a guy that did, and he always figured it was better to be too tight than too loose, because one way is just kind of annoying and the other way wrecks an engine. There we go, now it's coming out. Which hole does the filter come down through here? Alright, down you go. Oh, my hands are getting all dirty. I've never cared what kind of lubrication goes on an O-ring. As long as something goes on. I don't care if it's oil, in this case grease. White lithium grease is my favorite. Boy, this is hard to get it in there without getting full of dirt. Well, the filter fits, so that's a good sign. I love pre-filling them, but it's too awkward this time. I've got to turn it 15 different ways to get it in there. Is that tight? Yeah. Like they say, make it touch and then half a turn. Or as I like to say, as tight as you can with your hand so that it doesn't fall off. Where's the old... How do you fill the oil in this thing? Where's the oil hole? Probably don't have a funnel. In the spirit of using Lucas, we're using the Lucas bottle as a funnel. Makes 2 engines old. Or whatever. Oh yeah, missed. Supposed to pour the bottle the other way, then you don't mess it up. You know the capacity is 4.7 liters, and this is a 4.7 liter jug, so that's pretty good. Oh, easy. Easy, you're going too fast. Now that we've dumped the appropriate amount of oil in theoretically. Whoops, I just broke the bumper. I ought to learn to be more careful, I Yes. We're tolerating the fact that you're just never gonna have anything nice. I guess we'll fire it up and see if the mass airflow works. Well, that seems like it runs significantly worse. So yeah, maybe that mass airflow was the problem, but that wasn't the fix. Yeah, put the old one back in. Like, it's still not perfect. It runs with the old one, and it doesn't run with the new one. So, anybody got any opinion about that, feel free. I'd like to understand that one. Built in a barn! Well, it's fixed in a barn. She's a runner! We're gonna drive her back and forth to work until we can't anymore. We might have to put a new mass airflow in somewhere along the line, but that's the end of this two-parter for now until we get bored of it or sell it or who knows what we'll do with it. That'll be it for this episode of Heathen's Garage, I suppose. It's been a slice. We'll see you next time we're working in the barn or outside or somewhere else, whatever we're doing. Bye!